Uh, okay, so let's start solving this question using Pandas. So the question is user with most approved flags. So this was asked in Google coding round interview, and it is a medium category problem. Very nice problem to solve. So here in this problem we learn a lot of things like window function and ranking of the data, like using a dense rank. So a lot to learn in this question. So we will go to the task later. So let's have a look at the data which we have been given. So we have two tables, user flag and flag review. So user flag we have four columns, user first name, last name, video ID, and flag ID. Okay. So basically this table has the data of the user which upload the videos on a YouTube, and a flag review table. So here we have a flag ID, review by YouTube, review date, and review outcome. Okay, so this table has the data of like review, basically when the video was reviewed and what was the outcome. So these two tables are there, and here we can see that the flag ID is a common column between these two tables. So yeah, this we can use for joining these two tables. So let's have a look at the problem statement. So the problem is which user flagged the most distinct video that ended up approved by the YouTube. Okay, so basically we need to find the count of each user, uh, basically the distinct count of video for each user, and in that also we need to find the most distinct video which was uploaded by the particular user. Okay, and it also got approved. So basically we are only we will have to only look into the rows where the outcome is approved. Okay, what next? So the next is output in one column their full name or the name in names in case of a tag. So basically for we can have a multiple users who have the same number of distinct videos. So in that case, basically that is a tie case, right? So in that case, we need to print the name of both the user or three user, four user, whatever the number. Basically, we need to print all the users. And okay, so in the user's full name, include a space between the first name and a last name. Okay, so here, if you see user flag table, we have a user first name and last name. But in the final output, we need to print the full name. Basically, we will have to concat these two columns. Okay. So this was the brief of our data, basically what we have been given. So let's check the expected output. So here we can see the column name is username, and here these two guys have uploaded the most number of videos and which got approved by the YouTube. And here we can see that I think this is a tie case. Basically, these two users must have the same number of um, videos which were uploaded, and it got approved. So let's have a look at the data first. So let's have a look at the user data. Here we can see that, okay, so we have been given the first name, last name, video ID, and flag ID. Let's have a look at the second data, basically the review flag review table. So here we have the flag ID, review by YouTube, and the review date, and what was the outcome, basically the removed or it was uploaded. Okay. So to begin with, like what we can do, we can join these two tables based on this flag ID column. So let's start with that. Okay. So let's create a df. Df equal to pd dot. So we will for joining the data here we are using merge function, merge of these two tables. So table one, table two, and how do we want to join? So we want to join on flag ID column. Since the column name is same in both the tables, so we can use directly on clause, and we can write. So this is optional, by the way. Okay, so let's print this. Okay, now we have the joint data. Okay, so since we are interested only in the rows which were approved by the YouTube. So let's filter the other rows out. Df equal to df dot. Let's use the uh, okay. So here we can directly write column name this is equal to, okay, and let's print. Okay, this is not defined. Okay, so basically for this we need to put the data frame also. Oh yeah. Now we have the rows which were approved, basically the approved rows. Okay, what next? So if you see the outcome, basically we need a username and the first name and last name should be concatenated with a space. So let's generate this column. So df, and let's have the user name as column name. Username equal to, let's use the apply method. Apply lambda. Okay. For each row we are considering as x, and x dot first name plus white space, x dot last name, and we need to put the axis as 1. Okay, let's run this one. Okay, here now we can see that the data is concatenated, and let's print the df. Okay, here we can see this one, right? Now we have the username, like first name and last name are separated by a space. Okay, so okay. Now the next step is, since we need to find the count of distinct video for each user, so what we can do, we can group the data based on the username, and since we need to find the distinct count, we will use the nUnique function of Pandas. And so basically uniqueness, let me explain here. So if you see this Mark May, this user has these two video ID. If you can see these two video ID, these two are different video ID, right? So whenever we upload a video on a YouTube, we get a ID. So uniqueness we can like find using a video ID column. And so yeah, this is that's why we like need to use a n unique, because if you see for this user these two are unique, but we have a duplicates also. So see here we have a for this user Richard Hassan, this name is same, but for the same name we have a video ID also same, right? So for this we have to use the n unique function. So let's do that. So df dot, so we will first group by the data. Group by on which column? We need to group by on username. Why? Because we need to find the count for each user, right? And for uniqueness, we are using this video count column. For the and we will have to use the nUnique function. Okay, let's print this. Okay, so for okay, so yeah, so in Pandas, basically, for printing all other column also, we will have to use reset index. Reset index. Okay. So if you see username and video ID. So we don't want this column name to be video ID. So for that, we will have to write this parameter as like rename this one unique video count. You can have like this. Okay. So here we can see that the Mark May and Richard Hassan have uploaded the most number of videos. The count is 2, and for the other user the count is 1. Okay, but if we see carefully, we need a most distinct count, right? We only need a user who has uploaded the most number of videos. So for that we will use a rank. In rank also we will have to use a dense rank. Why? Because if we use rank, then this Mark May will get a rank 1 and Richardson will get a rank, like this will be skipped if we use a rank, right? For that, for that matter, we will have to use dense rank. Okay. So let's use a dense rank and have a ranking. So let's keep this as a rank. And since we want to give a rank 1 to the user with the most number of video count, so that's why we will like sort this column descending. Okay, so this will be first, this will be second. So these data will get a rank 1 and other rows will get have a rank 2. Okay, so let's have this one. Yeah, unique row count dot rank. So basically we are using a rank function and the method we want as dense. Okay, and we need to sort this in the ascending order. Ascending should be false, by the way. Yeah, ascending should be false because we want to sort in the descending order. So there is a typo. Let's print this one. Okay, so here we can see the rank, but printing all the data, we will have to write like this. Okay, so here we can see that like Mark May and Richardson have got the rank 1 and other have got rank 2. Okay, but we are interested only in the with the user who have the rank 1. So let's filter that out using a log function. Log. So yeah, let me show this one first. Okay. Yeah, so basically the second parameter we need to pass, like how many columns we need to select. So since we are interested only in the one column, so we'll get the username. Okay, we are getting error. Let me check. Okay, so here we need to put equal to sign. Okay, yeah, here we can see the expected output and the our output is same. So let's try submitting this one. Yeah, you can see the screen. Okay, so basically this is accepted. So yeah, I have created the SQL and PySpark version of the same problem. You can find the link in the description box. And if you like the content, you can consider like sharing, subscribing, and liking the video. Thank you.